Hello guys, my name is Srinidhi. I've been working with Unacademy for a few months now. You guys can download the Unacademy Learning app and follow the English lessons or learn whatever you want to learn from that app. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn how to transform a sentence which is in active voice into passive voice, but the sentence is going to be in simple past tense. So under this lesson, we will also be learning how to transform a sentence which is in affirmative in nature, interrogative sentences or question formats, and negative sentences which are in active voice into passive voice. So I hope this video helps you guys. Thank you.
Hello guys, welcome to yet another lesson of mine. So as we all know, this course is all about active and passive voice under different tenses. So with the last lesson, we finished with the present tense. So the following two more lessons will be all about past tense. So this is going to be about simple past. Next one will be about past continuous, and the following one will be about past perfect. Okay, then we will move on to the future tenses. Okay, so let's get started. Simple past tense, if you guys wondering the structure, here's a quick recap, but then if you guys want a detailed explanation, I strongly suggest you to please go back and watch my other lessons in which I've done a lot about tenses. So in that we've talked in detail about simple past tense alone. So the recap is how to form a sentence in simple past. It's subject plus the past tense of the verb plus object, as simple as that. So here you don't have to worry about the verb being put in the past participle form or anything like that. It's just simple past tense. So for example, run, ran, eat, ate, throw, threw, fall, fell. Okay, the examples I've given you are: I came home late, I come home late usually, I came home late yesterday. Next one, they lost their bike. So lose, lost, they lost their bike. Okay, now let's see in active and passive voice. First one, I fed the dog. So here I'm using I is the subject, dog is the object, feed is the verb. So as we know, the object comes in the beginning. So the dog was fed by me. I changes to me. Since it's the past, simple past, we use was. So in simple present we used is. So here we use was or were. Okay, so the dog was fed by me. So the verb is in the past form of the verb. So feed, fed. Okay, you don't have to worry about putting it in the past participle form. Okay, so the subject I turns into me, and the verb is feed. In the past tense of feed is fed, and the object is dog. As I've been telling you all since 2 lessons consequently, that we do not touch the object. Object remains unchanged. Okay, next example, she broke her pen. So she is the subject, verb, and then her pen is the object. Since they're placed in the normal format, it is an active voice. So in order to put it in passive voice, we put the object in the beginning. So her pen, so the pen was lost, it is broke. Okay, the pen was broken by her. The pen was broke by her. Okay, so break, broke. She changes to her, and then the object is pen. Okay, please excuse my error over here. Moving ahead. So this is a table that shows the change in subject, okay, in active voice and passive voice. So let's try making sentences in each of them. So let's keep the basic sentence that we saw in the first page, that is, I fed the dog. So I fed the dog in passive voice becomes the dog was fed by me. So I changed to me. Next one, you fed the dog. You change it, you remains the same, that's what it says. So you fed the dog was fed by you. Okay, so the dog is the object, you are the subject. Okay, next one, he fed the dog was fed by him. She fed the dog was fed by her. Okay, we fed the dog was fed by us. Okay, they fed the dog was fed by them. Okay, Was and verb will change with the object's singularity and the plurality. Okay, so for example, let me change the example to I fed the dog becomes I fed the dogs. So the dogs were fed by me. You fed the dogs were fed by you. I'm using were because the dogs is plural. So he fed the dogs were fed by him. She fed the dogs were fed by her. We fed the dog, we fed the dogs were fed by her. We fed the dogs, so the dogs were fed by us. I'm sorry. Next one. They fed the dogs were fed by them. So I gave you an example over here just to, make it clear. So I want you guys to make your own example for each and every subject so that it helps you guys when you revise. So if you guys have already done it, feel free to post it in the comment section. I keep telling, but none of you post it, so please do post it if you have it. Okay, if not, it's fine. Okay, moving ahead. Now we saw it's in the affirmative form. If the active voice is in negative but its tense is simple past, how do we put it in the negative passive voice? Okay, for example, I did not feed the dog. So just look at this. You're using did and the verb in the full infinitive. I did not answer the root form of the verb. I did not feed the dog. You're not saying I not fed the dog. You need an auxiliary verb, that is do. So I did not feed the dog. Pay attention as to where not is placed. Not is placed in between did and the root form of the verb, that is feed. Okay, so if I have to put it in a passive voice, here is the object, so that comes here. So the dog was not fed by me. So you use was and then you use the past tense of the verb, and not comes in between these two, was and fed. So in the other lessons also I've asked you to pay attention, because placing of not and has are all very important. Okay, so please pay attention and you will get a hang of it once you have a lot of practice. Okay, so that's exactly why I keep asking you to make your own sentences, so that when you make your own sentences, then you will have doubts, and that's when things get clear. If you don't make sentences on your own, all you're going to learn is the examples that I give you, and it's not going to be easy for you when you have to make your own sentences. So use whatever lesson we do, try making your own sentences. If you have any doubt, ask me in the comment section. That way it will be you will be satisfied that you learned that one particular lesson to the fullest. Okay, so as I said, pay attention as to where not is placed. I did not feed the dogs were not fed by me. I is the subject, it changes to me. Feed is the verb, it changes to fed, that is in the past tense. And the object is the dog, we did not change the object. And not is placed before the past tense of the verb. So not is placed before the past tense of the verb, that is fed over here. Okay, moving ahead. So this one is interrogative form, that is the question format. Did I feed the dog? Okay, so here I'm using was because the dog is singular. So was the dog fed by me? I changes to me, so was the dog fed by me? Please retain the question mark. Did I feed the dogs? Were the dogs fed by me? You see the difference that I'm making? Plurality, if the object is plural, it changes. Was, because it is singular. It would have been were if the dog, instead of dog, if we had dogs. Okay, subject I changes to me, feed changes to fed, object remains the same, were, dog. Was and were because of the tense. Okay, so here's an exercise. You guys can take it in the form of a test. Pause the video, do the test. The following slide contains the answers. If you have any doubt, ask me in the comment section. Or if you want to tell me your marks, or if you want to ask any other question, please do ask in the comment section. Okay, let's do the exercise now. I painted my room. Active voice, the subject is here and the object is here. So to make it in the passive voice, I say my room was painted by me. My room was because room is singular. My room was painted by me. Next one. She did not do the homework. Pay attention, it is negative. The homework was not done by her. I know the did, do, past tense is did, but then in certain cases you'll have to just accept the, peculiarity of the language, because every language is unique and you cannot go around questioning the grammar, because that is how it is. Rules are rules. Yes, questioning is always good, but when it is something fixed, there's no point in arguing, because it'll just prove no point. So here it changes to the past participle form. The homework was not done by her. I cannot say the homework was not did by her. That sounds ridiculous. The homework was not done by her. Okay. Next one. Did they buy a car? Here it's in question format. Pay attention. So was the car bought by them? I'm using was because car is singular. Was the car bought by them? Retain the question mark. Next one. Did you clean the room? Was the room cleaned by you? Retain the question mark. Was the room, because room is singular. Was the room cleaned by you? Okay. Next one. We bought vegetables for dinner. So here we will come at the end. Dinner. What did you buy? You bought vegetables. So the vegetables for dinner was bought by us. Pay attention, by bought, not brought. Okay. Vegetables for dinner were bought by us. So I'm using were because vegetables is plural always. Next one. You can't just go by one character and come, can you? So that's why vegetables are always plural. Next one. He lost his new phone. His new phone was lost by him. Was because phone is singular. His new phone was lost by him. Okay. Here is a slide that contains the answers. Thank you so much for your time. If you guys have any doubt, do ask me in the comment section. And in the next lesson, we will see about past continuous tense. Okay. So it's going in a very structured manner. So I suggest you guys watch the first few videos and then watch the next one, because it's a continuation. You can watch them individually if you are not confused. Okay. So as I said, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Bye.